Have you ever found yourself standing in line at a cafe, wondering how to order in English? Maybe you're unsure of what phrases to use or which words to choose when asking for food or drinks. It can feel a little overwhelming, especially if English isn't your first language. But don't worry. In today's video, we will help you feel confident when ordering at a cafe. Whether you're traveling or just practicing your English skills, knowing how to place an order smoothly is an important part of everyday communication. In this story, you will listen to a simple and fun dialogue between two characters, Sarah, a customer at the cafe, and Alex, the friendly server. As they talk, you will learn food-related vocabulary, useful phrases for ordering, and polite ways to ask for what you want. We will go step by step, breaking down the words and expressions so that you can use them the next time you visit a cafe or any place where food is served. By the end of this video, you'll be able to walk into a cafe, order your favorite drink or snack in English, and feel confident in your conversation. So, let's begin this fun learning journey together. Ready to practice? Let's go! It was a bright, sunny morning. Sarah walked into a cozy cafe on the corner of a busy street. The cafe had a warm and welcoming feeling, with soft music playing in the background. The smell of freshly brewed coffee filled the air. There were a few people sitting at tables, enjoying their drinks and chatting with friends. Sarah smiled as she walked up to the counter, ready to order. Behind the counter was Alex, the friendly server. He was busy preparing a cup of coffee for another customer, but looked up as Sarah approached. He greeted her with a warm smile. "Good morning. How can I help you today?" Alex asked politely. Sarah took a deep breath, feeling a little nervous. She had visited this cafe many times before, but today she wanted to practice her English. She wanted to be able to order like a local, using the right words and phrases. Looking at the menu, Sarah saw several choices: coffee, tea, sandwiches, muffins, and croissants. The words were easy to understand, but she wasn't sure how to ask for what she wanted. Alex noticed Sarah looking at the menu and decided to help. "Don't worry, take your time. If you need help, I'm here," he said kindly. Sarah smiled and felt a little more confident. She was ready to practice her English and order her breakfast. Sarah took a moment to look over the menu again. She knew she wanted a coffee and something to eat, but she wasn't sure what to choose. Alex noticed her hesitation and smiled. "Take your time," Alex said, trying to make her feel more comfortable. "When you're ready, just let me know what you'd like to have." Sarah nodded and took a deep breath. She remembered the important phrases she had learned for ordering at a cafe. She was ready to try. "I'll have a cappuccino," Sarah began, looking up at Alex. "And a croissant, please." Alex smiled and nodded. "Great choice. A cappuccino and a croissant. Anything else?" Sarah thought for a moment. She liked to have her coffee with a little sugar, so she decided to ask. "Could I have some sugar with that, please?" she asked politely. "Of course," Alex replied. "I'll bring you some sugar along with your coffee." Sarah was happy that she was able to order using the polite phrases she had practiced. She remembered to say please and thank you, which made the conversation feel friendly and respectful. It was important to be polite, especially when ordering food or drinks. "Thank you," Sarah said with a smile as she handed over her payment. "How much is it?" Alex looked at the register and said, "That will be $5.50, please." Sarah quickly paid, and Alex handed her a receipt. "Thank you for your order," Alex said. "Your coffee and croissant will be ready in just a minute." Sarah felt proud of herself. She had used the correct phrases to order politely, and she was starting to feel more confident speaking in English. As Sarah waited for her cappuccino and croissant, she took a few more moments to look at the menu. There were so many delicious options to choose from, and she wanted to make sure she was ordering the right things. The cafe offered different types of coffee: espresso, cappuccino, latte, and mocha. Sarah liked cappuccinos, but she wasn't sure what a latte was. She decided to ask Alex. "Excuse me, Alex," Sarah said, trying to sound confident. "What's in a latte?" Alex smiled and replied, "A latte is made with espresso, steamed milk, and a little foam on top. It's a bit creamier than a cappuccino." Sarah nodded, making a mental note. She liked the sound of a latte, but today she had already decided on a cappuccino. Next, Sarah's eyes moved down the menu to the food section. There were sandwiches, muffins, croissants, and even some fresh fruit options. She felt a little unsure about what to pick, so she decided to ask Alex again. "What kind of sandwiches do you have?" she asked politely. "We have a few options," Alex said. "There's a ham and cheese sandwich, a veggie sandwich, and a turkey sandwich. All of them come with a side of chips." Sarah smiled. She wasn't sure if she was in the mood for a sandwich, but the veggie sandwich sounded like a healthy option. She also noticed that the cafe had a section for baked goods. There were blueberry muffins, chocolate croissants, and plain croissants. Sarah loved croissants, so she decided to stick with her original choice. "Can I have the cappuccino and the plain croissant, please?" Sarah confirmed with Alex, feeling more confident now that she understood the menu better. Alex nodded. "Excellent choice. Your order will be ready shortly." Sarah felt proud of herself. By asking questions and using the right phrases, she was learning new words and feeling more comfortable in the cafe. After Sarah had looked at the menu and asked a few questions, she felt much more confident. She had a good understanding of the options and knew exactly what she wanted. With a smile, she looked at Alex and placed her order. "I'll have a cappuccino and a plain croissant, please," Sarah said clearly. "And can I get it to go?" she added, remembering she wanted to take her food with her. Alex smiled and nodded. "No problem. A cappuccino and a plain croissant to go. Would you like anything else with that? Maybe a muffin or some juice?" Sarah thought for a moment. She wasn't sure if she was hungry enough for a muffin, but she was curious about the juice. "What kind of juices do you have?" she asked. "We have orange juice and apple juice," Alex replied. "Both are freshly squeezed." Sarah smiled. She loved fresh orange juice, but didn't think she needed it today. "Just the cappuccino and croissant for now, please," she said politely. "Got it," Alex said as he typed the order into the system. "A cappuccino and a plain croissant to go. Is that all?" Sarah nodded. "Yes, that's perfect." Alex quickly prepared the order and handed her a small number on a card. "Your order will be ready shortly. Just wait over there, and I'll call your number when it's ready." "Thank you," Sarah said, feeling proud of how well she had done. She had used the right phrases and had been able to ask for exactly what she wanted. As she stood near the counter, she thought about how much easier it had been to order this time. It wasn't as difficult as she had imagined. By using simple phrases like "I'll have" and "Can I get," she had made her order clear and polite. Now, Sarah was ready to wait for her food, feeling excited to continue practicing her English skills. As Sarah stood waiting for her order, she felt a little more relaxed. She had practiced some key phrases and learned how to ask for what she wanted in English. Now, all she had to do was wait for her cappuccino and croissant. A few moments later, Alex called out her number. "Order number 4. Cappuccino and croissant to go." Sarah smiled and walked up to the counter. Alex handed her a brown paper bag with her croissant and a cup of cappuccino in a cardboard holder. He also gave her a small napkin and a plastic stirrer for the coffee. Here you go. 1 cappuccino and 1 plain croissant to go, Alex said. Sarah looked at the items in her hands, feeling happy and proud of herself. Thank you so much, she said, handing over the money for her order. Alex took the money and gave her the change. Your total is $5.50, please. Here's your change. Have a great day, and enjoy your coffee. Sarah smiled brightly and replied, Thank you. Have a nice day, too. She took her change and the bag with her order and turned to leave. As she stepped outside into the sunshine, she couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. Not only had she successfully ordered in English, but she had also done it politely and confidently. Sarah walked down the street, sipping her cappuccino and enjoying her croissant. She thought about how much she had learned from this simple experience. By practicing her English at the cafe, she had learned new words and phrases that would help her in the future. Next time she visited the cafe, Sarah would feel even more confident. She knew that practicing English in real-life situations, like ordering food, was one of the best ways to improve. And she was excited to keep learning.